The new Viofo flagship dash camera is called A229 Pro, and besides the 3-channel setup covering your car exterior and interior, it promises to offer amazing image quality. Is that so? Let's inspect. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, nice to meet you, I'm the Tech Mishka, and this happens to be the most expensive Viofo made dash camera that I'm trying out on the channel, and it has a lot of high-end components plus the new famous Sony Starvis 2 image sensor recording in 4K, because of which they had to adopt a new system on a chip. So, in this video, I'm going to show you unboxing, we're going to talk about the technical specifications, show you how to install the camera, and of course, analyze a lot of footage, because this here could simply be one of the best 2023, maybe even 2024 dash cameras, therefore it requires our thorough inspection. I think it's quite expected in 2023 to relate a Pro in the name to a higher price tag. No surprise here, with the 3-channel version launching at $330 and a dual-channel edition being priced at $299. This is still better than most Korean high-end models such as Blackview DR970X and Thinkware U3000, but is already not that far away. If budget is your priority, check some of the other more basic Viofo dash cameras, where some extras and features might be missing, but image quality is gonna be superb. Let's unbox now the pack with the 3-channel edition. I've mentioned it with some previous reviews of Viofo dashcams. It's pleasing to see a brand maturing in every possible way, so yeah, you're gonna certainly get a nice feeling while taking all these components out. Here is the diagram of a wired dash camera in a nutshell. The main unit's very similar to the Plus edition and kind of typical for Viofo's entire portfolio. The front lens is adjustable, there's a reference display, bunch of physical buttons, ports on the sides. Apparently, now the 3.5mm audio input jack has been promoted into an input port for the interior camera. Speaking of which, this is how it looks like. You can recognize it by the infrared LEDs. They switch on at night so that you can observe what's inside the car. The rear unit looks similar, it comes with a USB Type-C connector though. Installation instructions, screen folios, the tools, the cables, even spare adhesive tapes and CPL filter, it's all included. You may order an optional micro SD card from Viofo as well. They seem to have launched a new line with excellent speeds at a fairly balanced price. I used this one since the camera has been deployed in the car and it's been problem-free experience. Viofo are promising game-changing performance thanks to the hardware deployed inside this dash camera, 4K video resolution from the front unit backed by a Sony Starvis Generation 2 image sensor, 2K and 1080p for the other 2 cameras respectively, ultra-wide viewing angles, microSD cards supported up to 512GB, voice commands, GPS support, CPL filter inside the box, even dual-band to Wi-Fi to let you enjoy the Viofo smartphone app at maximum speeds. The Pro model happens to be the best out of all the 229 series members, because we have 2 other models. We have the Duo edition and we have the 229 Plus, and the major difference between the Plus and this one is the front unit being capable of recording in 4K, because of which Viofo have to adopt a new Novatech system on a chip. Unfortunately, I couldn't find enough information about its exact specifications, but in return I have recorded a lot of footage and we're going to get to analyze it. First, let me show you how to do the installation and set it up. It's a straightforward installation. As usual, setting up a Viofo dash camera is a painless, often quite fun process. Important is to choose the right spot on your windshield so that you get the best viewing angle. Think about a place which is within the reach of the wipers, won't block your sight, and is accessible, because you may sometimes want to mark some of the recordings as emergency by pressing a button. Or, alternatively, get to use the voice commands. Carefully find a good path to hide all these cables. It's a good moment to remind you that if you seek for recording parking events, then ordering the HK4 hardwire kit is gonna be necessary. You apply a similar logic when mounting the rear module. As for the interior, the tip is to avoid the situation where it is too close to an object inside, because this is going to reflect the IR light and worsens the image quality. As for the menus and the setup, I usually recommend staying within the defaults, unless you have a specific reason to fine-tune something. You can go for adjustments via the hardware buttons or via the smartphone app. Both are offering the same kind of features, with the app being the faster alternative in my opinion. Viofo's app is not great about design, but it's for sure a tidy, functional, stable, well-made piece of software, and also allows you to quickly review the recordings and download them. Note that if you have a smartphone supporting 5G Wi-Fi, transfer speeds are going to be considerably quicker. More of the footage now. Feels like there is no need to praise the image quality because it speaks for itself. 4K is always nice to have, and it may sound weird, but if you need the maximum possible quality, go for the dual channel edition. Reason is that with 2 channels, the 4K front module will output close to 60 megabits per second bitrate for the files, while with the third module installed, this is going to drop down to around 35, and that's a rather big difference. Furthermore, although the chipset seems to support H.265 in theory, it has been disabled by Viofo, so files are gonna be pretty big and you may want to use a larger microSD card. As you can see from the samples, you can hardly wish for more details, doesn't matter front, rear or internal module. And the great news, this is finally a 4K image sensor with super good low-light video performance. It just nails it. If you want to see it compared to a more expensive dash camera, here it is up against the DR970X by Blackview. So what do you think? Any comments? Would love to read them below the video. Besides great image quality, Viofo are paying attention to the safety features too. The dashcam is perfect for areas with very hot and very cold climate because it utilizes a supercapacitor instead of a battery. And this interior module seems to make the perfect solution for Uber, Lyft or taxi drivers. Our usual audio test. Great to meet you, by the way, and if it looks creepy, it's because I'm recording this with the interior camera, the night mode, which is based on the infrared LEDs. And what would you say about the internal microphone quality? Let me know in the comments below. So, before I wrap this up and share the summary, and since we're all looking for the best and most perfect device, let's see whether we can point to any drawbacks. Barely, but would be great to finally see a Viofo model with LTE support or getting ADAS implementation. There is no H.265 codec support, and although the internal microphone here sounds great, I wish they kept the 3.5mm jack for microphone input, because there are more travel vloggers than ever these days. Well, this is clearly the best dash camera that Viofo have ever designed, and in my opinion, it has class-leading video quality and overall performance. And it's amazing to see Viofo's journey, from being a runner-up and now catching up, probably even surpassing some of the best dash camera models out there, because the image quality here is just unbelievably good. Yes, the price is a bit steeper than what most people would wish for, but if you're looking for a budget-friendlier solution, you can check the Duo Edition or any of the other budget-friendlier solution that Viofo have on their pretty broad dash camera portfolio. And that's my take on the A229 Pro 3-channel setup. In case you have questions, or in case you already have this dash camera and would like to share your own opinion about it, comments is the right place to do it, and I'll be sticking around in case we have some other follow-up questions. For more information about the product, a way to order it with a discount, and some ideas how you can support my journey about inspecting more cool tech, you can check the video description area. It's been a pleasure to prepare this review for you. Hopefully you liked it, therefore give me a sign for that. Subscribe to the channel for more cool tech inspections. Drive safely, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!